Hey guys, I'm back with another video. This time I am doing a video about The Flash Season 2. I've done a video about The Flash Season 1, the best season. Now I will do a video about The Flash Season 2. Now I am going to change things up a bit. Instead of doing it episode by episode and give my overall thoughts like I did in Season 1 of The Flash video, I'm going to do categories. For this video, I'm going to do the good, the okay, and the bad, because there's nothing amazing. Actually, there are a few things that's amazing about this season, but I can't name anything that is flat out terrible. I can name some things I dislike, but nothing that's absolutely just god awful. Now I'm going to start with the good, and then I'm going to end with the bad, because there isn't that much for the bad, to be honest. So let's get straight into it. Now, one of the positives for season 2 is Caitlin. I love Caitlin. Like, she was amazing in season 1. She is amazing in season 2. To be honest, this goes for almost all of the side characters. I like most of the side characters. I really like Wells. He is my favourite Wells out of all of the other Wells we get. I like Cisco. I like Joe. We will get to Iris soon. Don't you worry. But my favourite out of the supporting cast is Caitlin. Like, her actor is really good. I love her story revolving around Jay, aka Zoom. Even though I do have some issues with it. I do have some issues with, that romance, but other than that, it was great. Just like her character. Now, I know I already mentioned Wells, but I want to talk about him some more because of what happens in the later seasons. I love Harry's story with his daughter. I love his chemistry with Cisco. Like, he is a really good actor. I remember the first time I watched The Flash, and I adore his character. Even after watching all of the seasons of The Flash, it makes me like him more because of what we get with the other seasons. Because, like, I'm just gonna be honest, the first 2 seasons of The Flash were good. After that, it goes downhill. It's just, that's a rant for another day, but all you need to know is that Wells is amazing, and I wish they stuck with him, because next season, okay, I admit I did like the Wells for next season, but like season 5 and onwards, they just keep changing it, and it becomes really annoying. Like, Wells, like this Wells is the best. He has the best chemistry with everyone, and I wish he stuck around longer. Really wish he did, because what happens in season 6, but that is a rant for another day. And I also love his story with Jay, Garrick, and Zoom. Now, I don't have any nitpicks about his, about, I wouldn't say rivalry, but with what he did, like what he's willingly to do with his daughter to get, to rescue his daughter from Zoom. Now, to quickly mention his daughter, Jessie. I like Jessie. I wish she was in the show more. It kind of sucks that the show basically forgot about her. I think she get name dropped once in like the final season, if that. I just wish we saw more of Jessie. And Wally is in this season. I like Wally. He's cool. My favourite episode is when the Reverse Flash return. I love this actor who plays the Reverse Flash, and I wish for the later seasons they use this actor. But I love this episode, and I just love seeing the Reverse Flash again fighting against season 2 Barry, because Barry is obviously a lot stronger now. So seeing them face off is just, I really like it. My favourite episode from season 2. Now, another positive from season 2 is the villains. I loved all of the villains. I like the classic meta of the week, like Captain Cold returns. Wentworth Miller did an amazing job as Captain Cold. And Weather Wizard, I really like Weather Wizard. Now this isn't his last appearance. He appears in season 5, but yeah, this is Weather Report last good appearance, because season 5 is a completely different story, and I mean completely. And I really like Killer Frost. I think Killer Frost is a really good villain. I did not like what they did to Killer Frost in the later seasons, which is that is another rant for another video / day. But the villains in season 2, I would honestly put the villains in season 2 on par with the villains from season 1, because I just think they were really good. I really like the abilities that some of the meta of the week has. I remember that I cannot pronounce his name, but there was this meta who had the ability to do earthquakes. It was when Barry went to Earth 2, and Caitlyn and Iris and Joel, and Jay Garrick have to battle against him. I think you guys know what I'm on about. For some reason I can't pronounce his name, but I remember I really like his ability. And honestly speaking, that guy is better than all of the newer villains in the later seasons of The Flash. I'm getting off topic. That is a rant for another day. But all you guys need to know is that all of the villains are good. But I want to say Zoom for his own category, and you will see why. Another positive, I really like Barry. He is great in this season. To be honest, almost everyone is great in this season. I really like how the supporting cast is small, as it should be, and I wish they kept it that way before making that mistake that they did in the later seasons. Yeah, but I really like Barry this season. That scene when he sees his mom, not sees his mom, when he gets a call from his mom from Earth 2, I'll be talking about Earth 2 soon. It was very emotional. That was a really good scene. Grant Gustin is a really good actor. But whenever I think of The Flash, I always think of him. That's how much of a good job he did. I love Grant Gustin, and if Case ever do another Flash movie, Grant Gustin has to be the Flash. Otherwise, it's just not going to be the same. But that's just me. Now, there are other positives, but I can't really think of any episodes that I flat out dislike in season 2. I mean, I did not like the first episode, and I did not like that the villain of the meta of the week that they use is actually a good guy from the comics. I recently found that out, and I don't know why they did that, because there is another meta in the Flash comics that has a cinema ability to him, and I don't understand why they just didn't use that guy. But oh well. But other than the first episode, I cannot name a single bad episode. Actually, I lie. I did not like the series finale. The only reason why I did not like the series finale is because of season 3. But again, that is a big rant for another day. But I do find that funny. The first and the last episodes are like the worst episodes for this season. Well, with season 1, I can't really name any bad episodes from season 1. All of them served their purpose and they were good. Well, with season 2, even the bad episodes in season 2, which are 2 of them, funny enough, I'll still take those episodes over whatever the heck they are doing in the later seasons of The Flash. Again, that is a rant for another video. Now let's talk about the things that I found were okay. Like, they weren't good, but they weren't bad. Now, one of the things that I thought were okay was Earth 2. Now, I think Earth 2 should have had more episodes. Like, 2 episodes just doesn't justify Earth 2. Earth 2 should have had like 5, 6, 8 episodes. Like, they could have explored so much more with Earth 2. But that's just, that's just in my opinion. I think 2 episodes weren't enough for Earth 2. And plus, I just don't think 2 episodes was enough, because Earth 2 was a really interesting idea, because it was new. Because if you're someone like me who, because at that time I never read a Flash comic, but I like the TV show, and they could have explored more with season 2, because I mean, they tried to explore the different Earths in later seasons, and I will say again, that is a rant for another video. But I think I really wanted more episodes from Earth 2. I really want to see I just want to see other versions of different characters. Like, there was just so much more they could have explored. Like, Earth 2 I wanted more. I wanted more because I liked it. But the reason why I'm putting it in okay is because I wanted more. I felt unsatisfied, if you know what I mean. Because especially what happens later on, this just feels like somewhat of a missed opportunity. But that's just my opinion. Now let's talk about the bad. Iris West. Now, a lot of people hate Iris, but for me, I don't hate Iris. I just find her boring and annoying, because she doesn't really add anything to the story. She's just some really annoying reporter. This is just a me thing. This is what bothers me most about Iris. Her relationship with Barry, I just don't buy that relationship, because Iris and Barry were brought up to be like brothers and sisters. So for me, that just doesn't work, because how do I explain this? They're supposed to have like a sister and brother bond relationship, because since childhood Iris always saw Barry as like a brother. Of course, she always saw him up as a brother, and for like the past, ever since Barry's mother died, he has been living with Iris, and they basically have been siblings. So it's just seeing them get together, it puts me off, because I'm broke. I just don't know. And plus, what makes it worse is just that Barry is in a relationship with someone who I prefer a lot more than Iris, because it feels like they have a legitimate chemistry and bond. Well, with Iris and Barry, it feels forced. Like, I will admit, it doesn't feel that forced in season 2, but in the later seasons, especially with season 3, it feels forced. Like, that relationship just feels really forced. That's the reason why that's the reason why I don't like Iris. I do not hate her. I just, it's just stuff like that just makes me just not interested in the character, because I can't, she was a good actor, but it's just her as a character. I liked her and Eddie together. Of course, we saw Eddie once in season 2 in a flashback episode. That was a good episode. I like seeing him, and it's just season 3. Alright, no. Season 3 is for another video. But Iris, honestly, like, as you know, as much stick as I give Iris, you know, she's over this season, but next season she's like 20 times worse. You know, I just wish Iris just had more to do and was just a lot less annoying. And they gave her too much screen time that could have been given to other characters, but that's just my opinion. Quick thing I want to mention, this is in a bad category. Like, in season 2 we saw Barry kill a few metahumans, and then just almost around the end of the season they pulled this out of their ass. Like, I rewatched about 10 times and I can confirm that this is an ass pull. They come up with this rule that they can't, not like Barry can't kill anyone. Like, that rule came out of nowhere. It happens right at the end of season 2 when Zoom kills Barry's dad. Now there is a clip that I want to play. Okay, now that clip should be done. Like, just remember that clip. Just remember that for season 3, because that is something else. And it's not that bad as season 2 because it only happened with Zoom. But in season 3 and onwards, it just became just a like Team Flash motto that it is forbidden to kill someone. Like, see, I wouldn't mind that rule, but the only problem I have with it is that it just came out of nowhere, and it's not that bad in season 2. It's just in the later seasons, oh my god, it just, again, that's a rant for another day. Because if I am this pissed about them doing it in season 2, you know, I'm pissed. But this is them, like, you know, this rule isn't that bad in season 2, and this is how pissed I am. So just imagine me with season 3 and onwards. Oh my god. But please tell me if I'm missing something, because that rule just came out of nowhere. It came at the end of season 2, and then after that they just make it this thing that Barry isn't allowed to kill anyone, even though we already seen Barry kill metahumans in the past, and we see Joel kill people, and in the future seasons we see Iris kill people, but Barry isn't allowed to kill anyone. Like, it's so repetitive and so stupid. I will be more okay with this rule if they established it from day one, but they didn't. They just established it just out of nowhere, and then they just expect us to be okay with it. But it's just really, really repetitive and really, really annoying, because I feel like so many of these problems would be solved if Barry just kills someone, and he already has in the past, and he should be allowed to kill Zoom. That's what really annoys me, because they were literally stopping Barry. Like, as much as I love Wells and all of the side characters, they were wrong for what they did to Barry. Like, I agree with Wally in that situation. They're trying to make it that Barry is the bad person here, that he's not thinking straight. But this guy killed his dad in front of him. And he's killed like dozens of other people. Like, Barry is allowed to kill that guy. And how do they defeat Zoom in the end? Well, technically by killing him. Which, this just becomes just a massive issue, because Barry's not allowed to kill the villains. And then how do the villains die? And it's just season 3. Oh my god! Just when we get to season 3, the video will be about 10 hours long, just me ranting. But just know that I disagree. I just don't like the killing rule. Like, this is when they introduced the killing rule. Well, I mean the non-killing rule. When they introduced the non-killing rule, and it came out of nowhere. It's so stupid. Because one more thing I wanted to mention about the non-killing rule is that it wasn't really a plot point. It was just in season 3 it became a plot point to not do that, while season 2 it seems like it was just a one-time thing, but in season 3 they just make it just this rule, and it bothers me. I know I'm repeating myself, but it really, really bothers me.
What did you just say?
You can't lock up the darkness.
Let's talk about Zoom. Now, in my opinion, Reverse Flash is the best Flash villain, and I will argue to the death on that. But for Zoom, he's good. Zoom has the best introduction in the entire show, or I dare to say in the Arrowverse. His introduction when he breaks Barry back and absolutely destroyed him was amazing. That was beautiful. And I love his design. His design is amazing. I dare to say I like his design more than the Reverse Flash design. I love his voice. I love how ruthless he is. I also liked how he was a serial killer, and I also like his backstory with his parents. So far so good, right? Like, Zoom is just a villain who will kill anyone without giving a crap about it. Like, he is literally a serial killer with super speed. Like, this is just the craziest and most evilest villain. So what could possibly go wrong? Like, how can you mess that up? They tried to make Zoom empathetic. Like, they tried to give Zoom your Jay Garrick feelings. Now, this is the issue that I have with Zoom, because for me, season 1 Reverse Flash is perfect. Zoom was on his way to be perfect until the end point. Like, the beginning is amazing. I thought to myself, oh my god, this guy could be better than the Reverse Flash. In the middle was still good. I was like, okay, this guy will probably be better than the Reverse Flash. This guy is so ruthless. And then the ending, it's when they revealed who Zoom is. It's just, he just became less threatening. I'm not saying that Jay Garrick shouldn't have been Zoom. Jay Garrick being Zoom was a good idea, but his relationship with Caitlin is just, see, I wouldn't mind the relationship, but they try to, oh my god, they try to give Zoom feelings, and I just don't think that works for his character. Like, just imagine if they tried to do that with the Reverse Flash in season 1. Like, that just wouldn't work. Like, in season 1, the Reverse Flash, he cared. Like, he cared about Barry and Cisco and Caitlin in his own twisted, sick way, which makes him such a good villain, because he doesn't break character. Like, it's not out of his character to do that. But in season 2, what they try to do with Zoom and Caitlin, just, for me, it's kind of out of character. Like, just seeing Zoom act like that, like, I just didn't like that. It just felt like as soon as they unmasked Zoom, he just became less imposing. Like, he just wasn't as scary as he was before with the whole Caitlin thing. Like, and what I didn't like, and plus, here is another problem I have with Zoom. His plans keep changing. Like, you know, his motivation was never well, it was clear, but it felt like his motivation, like, it felt like every 5 episodes, his motivation was like he keep changing. Like, it wasn't as bad with other villains, but you notice it. Like, in season 1 with the Reverse Flash, he just wanted to go home. You know, that was his motivation. Well, with Zoom, it was to take over. Like, he wanted to kill Barry, and then he wanted Barry's speed, and then he wanted to take over Earth 2, and then Zoom wanted to take over the Earth, and then Zoom wanted to destroy the multiverse, and that's the problem. It's hard for us to connect with a villain if his plans keep changing. The reason why we can connect with the Reverse Flash so well is because we know what his motivations are, so we can connect with him that way. With Zoom, his motivations just keep changing, and the problem is all of that thing, you know, with his motivations happen at the end. It's just, I'm not saying that Zoom is like an awful villain. Zoom is a great villain. Yeah, Zoom is a great villain. It's just those things are holding him back from being like the top tier villain. Because for me, the Reverse Flash is like the only S tier villain in the Flash. Because I want to say Captain Cold's S tier, but he doesn't appear enough. And with Zoom, I just don't think Zoom is S tier. I don't think Zoom is 10 out of 10. Well, I think the Reverse Flash, like season 1 Reverse Flash, is a 10 out of 10, no questions asked. But with Zoom, he's not a 10 out of 10 because of the issues. His motivation, like, it kept on changing. Like, it wasn't like it's just, I just wish that Zoom just had one motivation. If I were to change Zoom, I would just have him just be a speedster who is obsessed with speed. Like, we will forget about the whole multiverse, with the whole multiverse nonsense thing, because that felt very tossed in there, in my opinion. And Jay Garrick, and what I would do is have Jay Garrick's clone, well, not clone, but, you know, time relevant. I will have him actually fall for Caitlyn and become a good guy fighting against Zoom. Now, how interesting would that be? A good version of Zoom fighting against the evil version of Zoom because of his feelings for Caitlyn, if that makes sense. Because I just felt like the plot with him and Caitlyn it weakens his character. Because what Zoom did was, you know, he created another, you know, version of himself, you know, time relevant. Well, not to time relevant, but I think if they turn that time relevant into a good guy, while he ends up falling for Caitlyn and he joins Team Flash before Zoom obviously kills him later on, then it will be some payoff with that romance. Because to me, I just feel like that romance really weakens Zoom's character, because I just couldn't take him as seriously before. As soon as I found out who Zoom was, it just felt like he felt like he just wasn't that entertaining anymore. He felt weak. Well, I don't know how to explain it. It's really hard to explain it, because I'm not saying that villains always have to be evil, because the Reverse Flash, he cares about Team Flash in his own way, like I said before. But I'm not saying that I just don't think that would have worked with Zoom, because the point of Zoom is that he's ruthless, he's not a thinker. So to have Zoom kind of calculate and come with his plans, I just felt like that was kind of out of character, because they were trying to make him like the Reverse Flash by making him want to destroy the whole multiverse, you know, and all of these Earths, which is I just think that was just dumb. I just felt like they just added that in to kind of like raise the stakes. But I just felt like they just didn't need to do that. It bothered me. It really bothered me. Like, that's what's, I really like Zoom, but it's just those issues are holding him back from being, like, the best. Like him being Jay Garrick is fine, but his motivations, oh my god. I really wish they brought him back in the future. Well, they did bring him back in the future season, but that was a mistake that will be talked about in another video. All I'm saying is, I wish he teamed up with another villain called Godspeed, and again, that's just, yeah, because apparently they tease in the later seasons, they tease that Zoom might team up with a other speedster called Godspeed, but that just never happened because, yeah, we will talk about that when we get to season 8. We'll talk about that. But I still think Zoom is a really, really good villain. He's a great villain. It's just those are the things that was just holding him back. Those are the things that bothers me. But he is still the second best villain. But that is it for this video. I might do a video about season 3. Season 3 is when the show went completely downhill for me. And I might do a video about season 3. But one thing I will say, and I'll argue to the death about it, is that season 3 is overrated. Oof, the rants. Oh, I'm really starting to rant about season 3 and I haven't even made a video about it yet. I may or may not make a video about season 3, I'm still deciding. But season 2, it's a fun watch, I'll recommend it. It's great. Like, I think season 2 is like season 1, but just not as good. I just feel like season 1 was just better because season 1 was better because there was just no bad episodes and the Reverse Flash was just a top tier villain. While season 2 there was some weak episodes and Zoom was a good villain until the end, because there was times when they could have caught Zoom but they just didn't do that. This becomes a recurring thing in season 5. But I enjoyed season 2. But that is it for this video, and I'm out. That bitch was in season 2 as well.